Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and it ain't the money, but it's the money. The reason why I say that is because it is going to get increasingly difficult to compete without economic power. The CIA and the IMF developed a yardstick to compare national economies, which is called the PPP, Purchasing Power Parity. The fact that the $1 buys nearly twice as much in China than in the US, it is now seen that the Chinese economy today is 1/6 larger than the US, as we see written here by Graham Allison. He is a professor at the Douglas Dillon of Government at Harvard Kennedy School. I think that it is likely going to even pull further ahead because as the recovery has been faster in China and it continues to look like it'll maintain that advantage, while the IMF, they had an outlook projected in October with a global negative 4.4% growth. I think that this is possibly even going to be revised down further because of the new lockdowns. So what in the world does this mean for crypto? Well, one thing for sure, don't get shaken out by the ridiculous theories that appear out of nowhere with no solid evidence. Most recently, the XRP gas token theory that, thanks to Sam, who spent 45 minutes breaking it down today, I am so glad to see my Patreon dollars of support going to his work because it is just ridiculous. The space is really moving into a whole new level of speed. We have adoption, smart contracts, NFTs, DeFi, this explosion of financial products, STOs, the security token offerings, the yield mining, lending, just to name a few. On Monday, the CEO of PayPal talks about how their customers will buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency directly from their account, a platform which everybody knows now has 26 million merchants. And they have already rolled out to 10% of their US base. A couple of days ago, they had a limit of $10,000 per day. They're going to take that to $15,000 per day, rolling out to 100% in the US over the next 2 or 3 weeks. International customers will follow in the first half of 2021. My father was sent this email, which he forwarded to me. He's over 80. And not only is he paying attention, but he is getting that early access to crypto with PayPal. He's all in it. And he says, I can start for as little as $1, and there's no transaction fees until 2021. If they have captured my father, they're going to capture a lot of other millions of people. Mike Novogratz of Galaxy, I want to have you listen to this short portion to really get an idea of how quick everything is changing.
Right, the entire payment system of the financial system is going to change, and it's going to change much faster than people thought. And the banks are left kind of looking at their old legacy systems, and so it's going to be a race. If you look at stock prices this year, right? I mean, Ethereum, where most of this new architecture is being built on the Ethereum blockchain, right? That will be the base level of trust, most likely. That plus some other, protocols where this stuff gets built. Ethereum is up 200%. The Square with the Square app, which is a fairly big kind, 186%, right? PayPal up 100%, Bitcoin up 90%. Yet JP Morgan, Citibank, and Wells Fargo down 20 to 50, 60%. And so you're a banker, you're like, what am I doing wrong here? It's pretty obvious, right? We are going to rebuild the financial architecture of the United States and the world in the next 10 years. And it's going to be built in and around blockchain.
It's no longer a debate whether crypto or blockchain is here to stay. It's not debatable anymore. And I hope you did catch that portion where he said most of the new architecture is going to be built with Ethereum. That's very important because that is really central to this particular video. Last night, I tweeted out specifically addressing this rapid change. Many people are bragging about how they've been in this space for 3, 4, 5 years, even sometimes looking down on those who could never see the future and having this air of kind of, I told you so. Well, don't get so comfortable because you may be an innovator, part of that 2.5% that got in early. But if you're not keeping up with DeFi and smart contracts and all these new financial products, you just might be flipped into that laggard status. What I mean by that are lazy learners will never be able to maximize the opportunities at hand. Ian Northing tweeted out this Daily Hodl article that points out that the XRP ledger is entering this billion-dollar market, $10 billion market. This is a market in which Flare, the Flare Networks, is going to launch that smart contract integration. And it comes with this really interesting head of the business development of Flare, Mo Tassir, in a Twitch interview with Tokyo Crypto. Tokyo Crypto, the hub, is a virtual world on Twitch TV, and it's NFT Black that has done a couple of videos with Mo. You will be able to hear a lot of what's happening and the potential. And I just am so sorry that mainstream media isn't picking this up. It's truly very BTC focused right now. And if you're not into Twitch, it's okay. You can join their discourse channel. And there is a person by the name of Josh who is in there. He's very key to helping and getting all your questions answered about the Flare networks. So here's a little bit of conversation with Mo, and I'm just going to play just a short, real short portion here where he is having this conversation with NFT Black.
Project, to be honest, I'm very excited to be part of it. Flare is a new network, basically. So we are the first Turing complete FBA network, and we're using the Ethereum virtual machine for our smart contracts. So essentially, what we've done is that we've used the FBA consensus topology with the Avalanche consensus protocol set up in a specific way that you will find on our blog post in flare.ghost.io, and you'll find it more detailed on how it was done technically speaking. And then we added the Ethereum virtual machine so that we can bring in at launch. One of the protocols that we've been working on is the FXRP, or the Flare XRP, basically. And it's a trustless representation of XRP on the Flare network so that it can utilize smart contracts. So we're basically, in short, adding smart contract functionality that can be, or smart contracts that can run with XRP, essentially. And why that is very exciting is because it opens up a lot of possibilities to a big market that is just sitting there with a huge market value of 10 point something billion today.
So I'm glad I just wanted to share this with you because this is another source of information. If you're going to rely only on mainstream media, aggregated news, you're going to miss out on this very exciting development. So with these smart contracts, XRP can enter into this new world of NFTs. It is super exciting. Remember, Novogratz said that most of the new architecture is going to be by these Ethereum developers. But when they see that it can be built on a platform like Flare and that you can deploy on the XRP ledger and bring those smart contracts and XRP to an ecosystem that is poised to explode, this is so exciting. And okay, you can call me too serious for this space. I'm in it for the money. And if I can help build more liquidity of XRP, well, you better believe I'm going to move my XRP to claim Spark token. And I'm going to participate in any future project that is valid, legit, and builds liquidity and bridges to other ecosystems together. If you only want to hold, well, I guess it's better than selling, but it's not growing the eco space. So don't worry, I'm not becoming a person who is difficult to get along with. I'm just really sharing with you how serious I am for this space. And I think I did tell you that I'm working on another project that incorporates the XRP ledger and XRP to build liquidity. I am really serious to build liquidity. I'm not going to just buy, sit, hold, and complain. I'm actually going to do what I can do to help build the liquidity. Liquidity is the biggest hurdle right now for on-demand liquidity to actually get executed in those corridors for payments. And so every angle of the piece of pie is important. And I feel like maybe I'm just a tiny, tiny fraction. But if you take a tiny fraction times the millions of people who have XRP, it does make a difference. So that's where I'm coming from, everybody. And NFT Black, too, just so you know, he built this very cool Tokyo City Halloween room, which is fun to get into. I just love people who are creating in this space. It just brings me a lot of joy. All right, everybody, we're jumping to the fluff. Sticking a little bit with Halloween. Well, Japan didn't listen to the government in its call to stay home. This is Fukuoka. You can see it just got packed. And this is Osaka. Everybody came out. And this is Tokyo. And of course, this is my favorite part of Tokyo, Shibuya. And I'm going to put a link to this particular video of someone who went through the Shibuya neighborhood on Halloween night and got some interesting video, really interesting video. And the good thing too is that somebody took the time to do an English translation on it, which is good for a global audience. Anyway, this is, you can see the policeman on his little platform there. This is what they do every year. But I don't know what to tell you. It's a totally different it's much more relaxed in Tokyo, believe it or not, a lot more relaxed. So anyway, I will now just take you to one of those strange, wacky things in Japan. There's a Gifu university student who has created something that I don't know. I'm going to leave it to you to comment on this. It is a hand that is made of a soft, pliable gel. And no, it's not this. It's just showing you that, yeah, it's kind of nice to hold hands with someone that you care for, right? But this is what he has developed. And it's for people who want to have that feeling of holding a hand, but are maybe not in a relationship. So this hand squeezes back when you squeeze it, And the tenderness that you feel does radiate warmth and also sweats through tiny little pores that are built into the hand. The device plays footsteps also through your own smartphone, and it uses your speaker along with the sounds of breathing and the rustle of clothing. I'm not kidding you. And hang on for it, there's a piece of cloth at the top of this mechanism that emits the smell of shampoo. So should the sensor feel like you're walking too fast, the mechanism actually has a way to pull back on your hand. Here you can see. And then, yeah, it kind of tries to explain here how it works, but it will pull you back if you walk too fast. Oh my gosh, yeah, things do get a little bit on the wacky side here. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.